Hey guys, so I am finally here to film and show you my 2022 planner system and what I will be using. I have actually been using all three of these notebooks since December 2021. So I've got a little bit to show you guys. So I started off January 2021 using a Hobonichi Weeks, just a regular one. And I used it from actually December 2020 until March 2021. And then I just fell off and I went back into just an A6 bullet journal. Now, and then in September 2021, I watched, I think it was Lindsay Scribble's Hobonichi Weeks setup flip through video, and I really loved it. So got back into it, and I've been using a Hobonichi Week since then. So I went with a Mega this time. I just wanted a few more note pages because I do a lot of bullet journaling and note taking and things like that. So that's what I went with. I'm just using a clear cover, and I just use this strap that's supposed to be a page marker. I just did some Velcro dots, and I'm just using that as my closure. So I think I'm going to need to get a new one. I've tried finding a shop that has a clear cover with pockets and a closure, and I've been unsuccessful. So if you guys happen to know one, please let me know before I order a new clear cover. I went with blue, not my favorite, but it was the most neutral that they had for this year, so I'm fine with it. I don't like the paper or whatever they have for the cover, so I just put down some fairly neutral scrapbook paper and a few stickers. Nothing really exciting, just some appointment cards. This is a key that I made for my bullet journaling. I just made it on Canva. And then this is just a cute business card I like because it's real sturdy, so I actually use it as my washi cutter. So I just keep those there, and then a picture of my husband and I. I did glue together like the cover page, I don't know what you call it, in the first page. I just didn't have any use for it, so I like to just be able to flip through the pages that I actually need and use. So this is a sticker sheet that I will try to link the shop below. And then the Calendex, I'm just using it to kind of track notes in the back, vehicle oil changes, doctor's appointments, sick days, when my husband doesn't work, and haircuts or perms for my son. So just trying to keep track of those things. And these tabs, they are from they are Midori clips, and I got mine from JetPen. So I guess I'll show you. So this is December. Super simple and basic. I leave this open so that I can make notes or reminders for future weeks. Mostly this is orders, so that I don't, overextend myself. Just when I have to complete an order. So, and I just basically track appointments, events, when the kids are off from school, holidays, birthdays, and bills. And then down here it's just monthly task and reminders. And then here I usually list my currently watching, reading, and listening to. I just haven't done that for December yet. So, it's February, sorry. So this, sorry. Yeah, that's right, sorry. This is the current month. And I color code, so anything green is bills or has to do with my husband. And purple's me, orange is my son, blue is school. I don't have anything for my daughter, but she's like a teal color. So these stickers are from Mandy Lynn Plans. I love them because they're super simple and they fit great in the Hobonichi Weeks. And then my weeks look like this. So this is pretty much my basic layout. This tends to change a little bit, but not a lot. But I use the indicator dots to just kind of divide things up. So I just use a light gray brush pen that I have. So over here, this is anything day or time sensitive, and then these are my tasks. If I run out of room for my tasks, then I go back to my notes pages. Weeks I just keep blocked together because I don't really have anything too time sensitive. Over here, I always have some sort of like weekly task, shop next week, habit tracker. Usually have the weather and then a place to track water, mood, and steps. So this was just kind of a trial thing I did. I just didn't do it. So this is what it looks like. And I do a little bit of washi and a few stickers. I don't want to go crazy and get it too chunky. And this is the current week. Last week I was doing it side to side. This week I'm doing this, so my weather on top and then tracking water, steps, and mood. So I liked that, and I'm gonna continue that until I decide to do something different. For like a little heart, it's just like something exciting or a memory, something I want to remember. So that's it. I'm doing something a little bit different here. So task and shop right here, meals for the week, habits, and then next week. So we'll see how this goes. Just that's what I like about this part, is I can still, set up things, but I don't have to set up everything. So that's how that is set up. So this page was the like index page for the beginning of the notes section. It's not enough indexing for me, so I just covered these 2 pages with some scrapbook paper, and this is my inbox, and then just some page flags from Amazon. And then this is my index. I left a couple of pages just in case I need both, but I honestly think this 1 page will be enough. And then, okay, so this is a reference page and then a to buy page. Things to check out. So I saw Simply Mama Plans setting up her A5 bullet journal. I believe it was in December she did that. So anything that you see on social media or on TV or whatever, that sounds of interest, and then I just mark whether it's a book, podcast, music, movie, or TV show. So I have this in my other notebook. It's my commonplace or reference notebook. And then this is just the books that I've read this year. I have a separate reading journal, but I wanted to have this here just kind of as a memory keeping thing. Home notes for projects. I do a lot of projects around the house during the spring and summer. Cycle tracker, family sick days, weekly cleaning, monthly, quarterly cleaning, workout tracker. So projects, I mark whether it's for home, shop, or personal, when I start it and when I finish it. And then this is the beginning of, so like I have one of these for every month, so it's just how my months start. So this is just a monthly tracker. I changed it just a little bit this month for January, but not much. Then I have a meal tracker and then bills. I had a gratitude, didn't keep up with it, so I'm not going to do it. Then I have a place to keep up with orders, kind of the same thing, the name, what they ordered, when I started, when I finished. Cravings, so things that the family wants me to make. And then it just goes into notes, so dailies, weekly brain dump, and just any notes I have. I'm not fussy about it. It's not a big deal. This is always how I've bullet journaled. So I also have like a reoccurring task list here, cleaning my AirPods, changing out toothbrushes, loofahs, packing list. We went to Oklahoma for Christmas. And then this is January's tracker. So I've got my daily things that I do, or tracking, like, when I order groceries. And then this is like my weekly cleaning, just a reminder, because I've noticed that I wasn't going back to the main one that I made. So I think if I do it for the month, maybe I'll keep up with it better. So And then this is where I track our dinners, and then write down when I pay the bills. And then just go straight into notes, which is, like I said, dailies or any notes that I have. And then this is my 100 list. So last year and this year, I'm doing it media consumed, which I really enjoy doing that. I need to add a couple of things here. But I think I'm going to change it for next year if I use a Hobonichi weeks again. I'm thinking of doing like good, more like memorable things that happen. Like I can't remember who I saw on Instagram, but that's how they use theirs. For instance, Bob Saget passed away yesterday, so they wrote that down. So just things like that if you look back on this years later, it'd be kind of interesting just to see all of the things that happened. So that's it here. Back here, I just have this planning routine that I made and end of the month things that I like to do. I just made it on Canva. And then this is just a pencil board I got on Etsy. And then these are just some of my favorite stickers that I use. So these I use on my monthlies and weekly from Sticker Page. I'll try to link her down below. Mandy Lynn Plans, same ones that I used of the holidays for the Hobonichi weeks and the months. And then Caden's Mom Shops. I absolutely love her stickers that she has for Hobonichi weeks. So one of my favorite shops. And then I'm just using a basic ballpoint pen, Jetstream, Uni. So I'm not super fussy on pens. It just has to, I don't know, feel right, I guess. And this is an Exceed notebook from Walmart. It's just a lined notebook. I wanted somewhere that was a notebook that was kind of like a reference, commonplace everything notebook. I mean, and this is just kind of like, that's what I call it. It's just my everything notebook. The only thing I don't do in here is plan. Sometimes this comes with me, but most of the time it just stays home. So I just use some of this sticker hollow paper from Hobby Lobby. I got it a long time ago, so I don't know if it's still available. I just made this on Canva. I have an index, color code key for my page flags. These pages that are clipped together are passwords and contacts, important dates. If you see any pages like these are ones that I just created in Canva myself. Favorite meals, shirt ideas for my shop, bucket list, places to visit. This is just my end of the month and planning routine that I have in my planner, but I want to have it here. So if there's anything that I want to tweak later in the year or anytime, I'll have it here to reference. And then just things that I like to inspire me or help me with, my self-care and all that stuff, self-love. I make shirts. I have a shop, so one of the things I make is shirts. So I have the heat transfer vinyl sizing and placement chart. I also make notebooks on Amazon, so just some dimensions. This is just my check it out layout again that I also have in my Hobonichi weeks. I think I'll probably use it more in this notebook. So, and obviously I have a lot already written down, and I think this will be, probably my most common used layout. So I think I'm going to make it in Canva just to make it easier for myself. Healthy breakfast, lunch, and snacks. 7 uncomfortable truths we all need to accept in 2022. I think I saw that on Instagram. That's just some journaling. The charcuterie board. I don't really know how to say that. My husband got me one for New Year's Eve, and I really loved it. So I just wanted to make one for ourselves for Super Bowl. And then this is just a quote that I read in a book that I just finished. So like I said, this is kind of just a catch-all, I guess. Everything. I don't really know what to call this notebook. But it's just kind of going to be my second brain, I guess, for when I'm and everything that's not planning, basically. And then this is my reading journal. I started reading a ton in the middle of 2021, and I've always been a reader. I've always loved reading. I've just never, after becoming a mom and everything, I didn't make a lot of time for it. So I really want to do that because that is something that I've always enjoyed doing. I saw a lot of people doing like bullet journal style reading journals, which was what I was planning to do, but I didn't want to have to draw out all the layouts. So I looked for one, couldn't find one set up exactly the way I wanted it. So I decided to make one and offer it on Amazon. So it is linked in my link tree. I have this one and another one, both in paperback, and then the other one is also offered in hardback. So definitely not a plug for this. I just really enjoy this. It's really useful for me. So if it could help anybody else with their reading in their reading journey, that's great. So this is something that I will probably tweak in the next one that I offer, the next reading journal. It's just a reference page, so this is just my rating, and then long 2-page, and then reading goals. This notebook has enough to log 100 books and 100 reviews. So I don't think that I will read that many this year. It's possible, but my goal is only 30. So I think that I could probably use this notebook for at least a couple of years, maybe more. So that's why I left these blank, but we'll see, because I am kind of reading more than I expected because I've discovered audiobooks. So, and then you just have a reading tracker. You get to choose your, color code system for that. And then you have a place for books to read, your book wish list, books that are recommended to you, new book releases, your DNF, so what book it was and why you chose not to finish it, favorite authors, monthly reading goals, and then your favorite book of the year. So basically you choose a book from each month and then you slowly pick the best out of those. So reading log, so book title, genre, what format you read it in, and then I color these in for the rating that I gave it. So like I said, there is 100 of those, and then it goes into the book reviews. So let's see, a blank one. So basically the title, the author, genre, pages, the format, your rating, when you started it, finished, synopsis, thoughts, and favorite quote or quotes. And then it has a few lined pages in the back. So that is my reading journal. So this is what I am going into 2020 using, and that I hope that I use throughout the entire year. I'm not really feeling like I'm lacking on anything as far as like my planning and keeping up with things. This really seems to be doing the trick for me. I'm also on Instagram, so if you guys want to see more of my setup, I'll have it there. I also post what I am reading and my ratings on those books that I read and have read. So follow me there. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Thanks.